This is the Louie T Network. The journey is long, and nobody said it was going to be easy. But all we got is us. All that believe is us. The Redskins Report. Welcome, all my fellow Redskin brethren and sistren. I am your man and resident Redskins fan, Lou. Thank you for joining me here on the Redskins Report. R3 Redskins Rapid React quickly after the 44-17 ass thrashing. Good old-fashioned, passionate ass whooping and getting your shoes, coat, and your hat taken, handed out by the Dallas Cowboys to our beloved Redskins. Quick takeaways from the game. I knew this one was going straight to hell in a handbasket when my man, your man, our man, K-Rob, fresh off the injury, haven't seen him since about week 12 against Indy where he injured himself. First game back, has an opportunity to put his imprint on this game. Pick six. They talk about Romo and what a December he's having. Same damn Tony Romo I've always come to know and love. You put some pressure on him, he's bound to do something stupid. He didn't see K-Rob dropping in to coverage. Keenan Robinson has a golden opportunity to really do something big in this game with a pick six. If he catches this, nobody is going to get him. He's getting in the end zone. It's 7-0. We get the Deshaun Jackson touchdown. No telling how this game could have started for us. Instead, drops the football. The rest is history. Cowboys get a field goal, end up running up the score on us in the first half. I think they ended up with 27 in the first half, if I'm not mistaken, if not 24, somewhere around it. They did what they wanted to in the first half, left the starters in. Credit to Jason Garrett for playing his guys the entire football game for the most part, and they delivered for him as they beat us down. And even the backups came in. Joseph Randle has a long touchdown gallop. So, I mean, they had it going, did the Cowboys, as they wild up the Redskins 44-17. You look at it from a defensive standpoint, and look, first of all, let me just say this. A blanket statement. This game personified our season in a nutshell. I think everything that has been our Achilles heel or our downfall this season, we saw it in this game. Whether it's defensive breakdowns, untimely penalties, turnovers, the inability to generate turnovers of our own, getting pressure on the quarterback, you name it, you saw it in this game, okay? And coaching, all of that stuff. I think everything that has made us a 4-12 team to finish out the season was on display in this game. And I'll run through all of them quickly and get us out of here. So you start with Jim Haslett. Look, you talk about Jay Gruden, and he was a little giddy after the win, and he was talking crazy. They asked him about the potential for Jim Haslett to come back, and he said, hey, I'm intrigued. I'm interested in him possibly being back as defensive coordinator. As a core Redskin fan, and I think I speak for all of us, and I feel pretty, normally, I don't like to speak for others. I feel pretty damn safe speaking for the entire congregation of Redskins fans when I say we do not, I repeat, not want Jim Haslett back under any circumstances as Washington Redskins defensive coordinator. And so an ass whooping like this, especially the way the game went in the first half, was needed. If there's any silver lining in the ass whooping that we sustained in the first half of this game, it was that Jim Haslett looked inept for the final time as Redskins defensive coordinator. I think that performance by his defense in the first half pretty much put a nice bow on the fact that he needs to take his ass out of DC and go somewhere else. Take his talents somewhere else other than Washington. And I think this first half against Dallas might have solidified that for us, and that was well needed. So I think it was a coaching error on his part. Look, David Anderson, I'm almost at the point now where I'm like, hey man, and you remember I used to call him DA? You don't get nicknames when you get your ass whooped as often as he does. And this man, I'm at the point now where my patience has grown so thin with him because he makes so many mistakes on a week in, week out basis. He doesn't understand zone concepts. it's 3rd and 16, and you come up on a double move and give up 50 yards to Terrence Williams at the end of the game when we're trying to make this thing competitive. And he got beat by Dez Bryant not once but twice, can't tackle. First of all, you should be going for the man's legs. You're the last line of defense. Casino blitz. Everybody's up, 8 guys in the box. They're all coming. You have to make the tackle. There's no help for you. He doesn't make the tackle. Dez Bryant off to the races. Kills all the momentum we just got off of the Deshaun Jackson 69-yard touchdown. Give it back to Dez Bryant, 65-yard touchdown. So he was torched. 2 touchdowns by Dez Bryant on his skull in the first quarter. Gives up the big one to T. Will late. He just had a rough day. And at this point, I'm really growing tired of David Amerson just giving up big plays and not being where he's supposed to be and not honoring his responsibilities. You're in cover 3 and you're going for a double move. Nobody is supposed to get behind you deeper than the deepest in cover 3. He just doesn't get it. So I'm about tired of him in our defense. Would love to replace him. Don't know if we'll be able to do that or not. You also look at our inability to get pressure on the quarterback. That's something that just is a problem, has been, and sans for Ryan Kerrigan, it's been an issue for us all season long. We have to draft someone in the first round that can get pressure on the quarterback. You look at it from a defensive standpoint or offensive standpoint. Let's talk about Robert Griffin III quickly. You look at him, and I'm at the point now where if Jay says, hey, I don't want to go back to this dude, I wouldn't be mad. If Jay said, I don't even want this dude on the team anymore, I wouldn't be mad because I think he can be a good quarterback in this league again. The thing that he needs is time, and that's just something as Redskins fans we don't have. We're tired of losing every single year. Time is something that we don't have. It's of the essence. He keeps getting injured, and when he does play, you don't see the maturation that you're looking for. There are too many instances in this game where he had opportunities to do something. Throw it, run, do something. I say it all the time. You don't like what you see? Run! Don't just stand there. Run! Did he run? No, he took sacks like he always does. Then you have the big crushing sack at the end and he fumbles, goes into the end zone. In the red zone, he stares down receivers. He did it against Tampa Bay when they had the pick 6 against us earlier in the season. He did it again in the red zone, picked off by Bruce Carter. He waited late again. Another one of these instances where he's got to see a guy wide open before he lets the football go. It's called anticipation. Use it sometime. Try it. It works in this league. He never has anticipation. He always waits until guys come completely open. That doesn't happen generally in this league. You got to anticipate. He doesn't. He has no feel in the pocket. And so, again, I want to see this guy succeed. I really do. He makes it hard on us as Redskins fans. He really tests our patience because what happens on a week in, week out basis is that he makes mistakes that you don't want to see a 3rd, a 4th, a 5th-year quarterback make. And he's been in the league too long. And you can point to the injuries and you can talk about how many starts he's missed and yada yada. Look, at this point, I don't care. I'm a results-based guy. And I understand that patience is a virtue, but at this point, aren't you tired of going 4-12? Aren't you tired of going 3-13? Aren't you tired of finishing dead last in the NFC East? And one of the biggest reasons why we continue to do that is because we don't have the answer at quarterback. And so that is frustrating because you go into the offseason with more questions than answers and none bigger than the question at the quarterback position. We could be looking at the same mess at quarterback next season because really this draft class has nothing, and I mean nothing, enticing in it at quarterback. At least none of the guys that I want. I don't want Marcus Mariota. I don't want Jameis Winston. One's a head case. The other one looks just like the quarterback that we already have. Maybe he has better pocket presence. Maybe he's a smarter quarterback and will deliver the football. Maybe he'll do all those things, but I know he comes from a similar offense where they don't really have a playbook, where they're in the spread all the time. I don't want to deal with that again. I want a pocket passer, a guy that can deliver the football, standing behind the center, which is where you do most of your damage from in this league at the quarterback position. So a lot of issues on this football team. We'll discuss them all in the offseason, but the Cowboys gave it to us and gave it to us good, 44-17. And so that's going to do it for me quickly. I am a Redskins fan, Exton Burgundy and Gold. My Redskins spirit will never die. My Redskins spirit will never fold until we meet again. Hail to our beloved Redskins. I will see you in the offseason. We'll discuss. We have a lot to talk about. Have a good one. Enjoy the rest of the football. The Redskins Report.